musician and vocalist Dick Thorlaksen. So let's bring our trombone playing friend into the shot here. Good evening, Richard. So nice to see you.
Ronnie, I see you again.
Sit down, sit down. Okay, what's been going on with you lately?
Oh, I'm trying to keep alive.
That's it, that's it. I see.
The heart tries to keep pumping.
Are you practicing?
Certainly. I love it.
Good. You think that Bob and you and me are going to get this band rehearsed that we're talking about?
Well, yes, if you have the soul to go along with the C&B boys, as we call ourselves.
I see. Well, okay. We got a clip of you, and we're going to show this clip. It's song that you've done all your life. And
that's the way I feel. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Okay. And the name of the tune
is how I felt all my life.
It's how you felt all your life.
For 63 years.
63 years? You that old?
How old are you, Ron?
Well, I'm 59.
Oh, my God.
See?
You're heading into the 60s?
I will be. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I see. Do
you enjoy that you're going to go into the 60s?
No. I think it's going to be great.
It's been great for me.
Well, you and me are living in the same apartment building. You realize that?
Right.
And we've been there, I've been there since 1981. When did you move in? What year did you move in?
Actually, it was 1977.
And I helped you move in, didn't I?
Right. That's when the bed fell down. Part of the boards are still down on the bottom of the building.
That's right. And besides that, your mother lived
up in
Jefferson Terrace, right?
Thank you.
And I went up to see her mother. What was that? The 10th floor too?
Yeah, it was way up there.
It was way up there. I remember.
That's what kept me so happy. It was so high.
Oh, you lucky guy. So something like talking with your mother, she gave me the impression that. I know your dad, and he played accordion, and your brother, Krill, played brass like you did. He played the cornet and trumpet.
Right.
And your mother was a concert pianist.
Right. Actually, Father really played cornet with the Barnum and Bailey's Circus.
Is that
right? Believe it or not.
What was your dad's
first name?
Know that? No, I didn't know that. What's your dad's first name?
Sigurd.
Sigurd Thorlaksen?
Sigurd Berg Thorlaksen.
Sigurd Berg Thorlaksen. And he played cornet in Barnum and Bailey's concert circus band, right?
Right.
Wow.
He was a sharp one.
And is that who you learned your embouchure from?
No, not actually.
How did you learn that great embouchure you got? You got the greatest sound. How did you get that
tone? From Warren Covington.
Warren Covington.
Well, when we were overseas, we were supposed to be going to war. This is a true story.
Okay.
We're going into Japan to bomb, we had these troops.
Yeah, and you're bombing Japan?
That's right. We were supposed to be doing that.
I
but
see.
I'm up there practicing with Warren Covington.
Ah, I see.
Well, that's a true story.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then Mr. Truman came along and stopped that practicing.
I see.
He dropped that atom bomb, and then we couldn't practice anymore together.
I see. Now when we're back here with your dad, Berg Thorlaksen. And your mom. Now, what was your mom's name?
Lona.
That's right, Lona. Now, you got a sister named
Lona.
Lona. But your mom's name was?
Lona.
Oh, your mom's name was Lona?
Yeah,
and your sister's name was Lona?
You try Lona.
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 Well, there's a tune out there.
I know. See, what caused, now, see, my mother played great.
Yeah, now she played concert piano?
Oh, yeah. With Mr. Carl Pitzer.
Ooh, yeah, I know Carl.
But see, they went over to Germany in World War I.
In World War One? Yeah,
Yes.
Your mom, too?
Yes.
So your mom
not with the brother. She went over there with the sister.
I see. And not
They
your...
went to a conservatory.
Oh, I see. In
In
Berlin?
other words, grandfather,
Yeah,
my grandfather,
yeah.
sent them over there so they could go to the conservatory. Now, this is during World War I.
Your grandfather sent your mother
And the sister.
and the
Her
sister.
sister.
Her sister to Berlin or
Yes.
Vienna?
No, Berlin.
Berlin. Uh-huh.
Conservatories.
Uh-huh.
But what happened, he decided to die.
Uh-oh.
So they had to come back. But during that time, the war started. You see, this is 1914.
Or 1914. And the war started around then?
1914.
Oh,
Not with America.
yeah, right. I see what you're saying.
So she was there at the very beginning.
Studying piano.
Right.
And so, but so then she did come back. What year did she come back?
That was 1916. Now it's getting close
Wow.
to the 70s.
Yeah, so she got back in.
But they thought
living
she
on
was
the
a
East
spy.
Coast? You were living on the East Coast? Or
No, she was in Texas.
Texas, wow. And they thought she was a spy,
Yes.
your mother. So she had to get out of Berlin, right?
Right.
This is World War One.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so then she decided that
I hadn't come yet.
you hadn't got there yet. What about your dad? Now, when did he come on the scene?
That was in 1920.
1920.
He was
So then
sneaking around then.
They got married then? Or
No. About 23.
1923?
No. Hold it. 20, actually.
Okay. So
No, they
see
couldn't
what
have.
I'm getting
Hold
at.
it.
Okay. What I'm getting at is when were you born? When
Now, we must
were you
start this-
born? We could start like that.
No, they couldn't have. They must have got. Wait a minute. How could that be if the sister was born? Wait a minute. We're not supposed to get into all this monkey business.
Uh-oh.
Why are you bringing all this monkey business into the? Because actually, if my sister was born in 1919.
Lona?
Yes. Wait a minute. That means they had to get married before 1919. Hey, well, she got married in 1918.
Okay. So you were born.
No, anyway, why are we getting into this?
I want to know when you were born. When were you
For
born?
pity's sakes. I got to have a juice. Just a minute now. Never in my life have I been questioned like this. I thought it was before the. Oh.
Okay, I'll straighten it out. When were you born? How's
I was
that?
born in 1925. That has nothing to do with.
1920. All right. Okay.
When were you born?
I don't remember.
Wait a minute. You're the one that's going to be. Wait a minute. Now, what did your mother do?
No, wait a minute. I'm trying to. Oh, she
I'm
was
trying
in
to
London.
get this.
She was
Wait
in
a
London.
minute. She
was
had to
in
get
London.
married. Oh.
She was in London,
Aha.
and she had to get out too because the Blitz. So she got blitzed out of London. And,
Now, see, we're getting the
okay,
truth
well,
now.
all right. So when did you start playing trombone? That's what. That's
Oh,
what
it's when my sister says, "What horn do you want?" I was in junior high school.
Junior high. So what? Okay, junior high school. From junior high school, did you ever study privately from anybody?
Yes.
Who?
Somebody named Harry. Can't remember his name. But he was a great teacher. In Tacoma.
In Tacoma.
Oh, yes, he was great.
Did you live in Tacoma when you were a child? Where did you live when you were a child?
Wait a minute, I was moving around all the time.
Okay.
You're delving into my, all I know, see, I was in Olympia, went to Tacoma, mostly in Seattle.
Mostly in Seattle. Okay, so
No, I
then-
couldn't have played the, no, until, actually, until I was in Seattle.
Okay, so then you started playing trombone, and when you started playing professionally, I remember that you went to the Coast Guard, so you started playing around, and you became very famous around the Seattle area, and was like a first call trombone player, only you were always into jazz, and you're playing jazz, and so it comes along the Second World War, and bingo.
How did we get into that?
You didn't finish high school because you went into a band. Now, what was the name of that
Right.
band? It was a military band?
In the one we went in,
Yeah, you went into
the Guardsmen.
the Guardsmen. Okay, and that was a famous Coast Guard band? And that was a big swing band, right?
Yes, that was with
And where
Robert
did you go
Edwards.
with that band?
We stayed in Seattle.
You stayed in Seattle. Okay, so you didn't go to Paris or any of that stuff?
No, that was with the Stars and Spars.
Well, how long were you with that?
Oh, about 6 months.
And that was with Victor Mature and all those guys?
Yeah.
So you're backing movie stars in World War II.
Janet Blair, I remember.
Janet Blair, I remember Janet Blair, yeah. So what we've got going now is to,
We're up to,
where you
We're practicing with
came
Warren
back
Covington.
to Seattle again. So then, did you ever go back into the military?
Yes.
You did. In the Navy or the Coast Guard or what?
41st National Band. We were
Or
in
National Guard band. Okay, now Krill was in that.
Well, no, he was in the original
Your brother.
when he went overseas,
Ah.
actually.
Okay.
When he went overseas, he was with the 41st. This is the national band that was with Bruce Ford, Jimmy Giles.
Oh, those guys. Huh? So when you were playing, I remember one band that you left and you went to Washington, D.C. Now, what was the name of that band?
Darren Harper.
Yeah, that was a Latin type band, right? Yeah. And then you went to, I remember, you went to Hollywood, and you played in Hollywood at the Florentine Gardens down there, and that was backing name stars and stuff.
Yeah, it was with Chuck Gould, but the real leader was Leon Plath.
Oh.
Now, there is a known trumpet player. He used to play with Tommy Dorsey,
That's right.
believe it or not.
That's right. Yeah.
How do you know?
I don't know. But he told me that he also knew lots of other guys.
Who did he know? Let's hear this. I always want to know.
I know because he was my father-in-law.
Oh.
All right, now our next step here going along is playing jazz has been a lifelong interest to you, and you're a jazz player. And now you also have friends, the trumpet player that came up and stayed with you, the guy, Chet Baker.
Oh, yes.
So you were with Chet Baker,
Yes.
and when the Parnells, the jazz club Parnells is open, you're down there about every day. So you got you were with all those guys coming through.
Yes. Mr. Marvin Thomas, he needed my assistance down there.
I see. And you jammed after hours with all those guys?
Yes.
Ah.